Boy, look at it glistening in the sun. This Impala is bringing back a lot of fond memories for a lot of people. Sorry about the view there. A lot of people have memories of, or Impala, Bel Air. I keep saying Impala. Anyway, had a lot of people with fond memories of the Bel Air that have been commenting, and they wanted to walk around. See, the firewall's been resprayed because the heater box has a little overspray on it. The firewall plug has, oh, we've got a little bit of brake fluid leaking here. We're gonna have to take a look at that, see what's going on there. But a lot of people, some had the 283, some had two doors. A lot of people had this baby blue or sky blue or whatever the color blue is. But when I did the quick walk around of it the last time and talked about it being a good driver, let me explain why. If we look here, it's kind of hard to see, but we've got some Bondo here. We come on down, you see our door gap is, the door is sprung, or the fender isn't bowed correctly. The seam sealer used here is kind of thick because this piece of trim, I mean, I can nitpick it all day long. There's a lot of things that make it a daily driver. You know, paint flaking off down here. This is all Bondo. The whole fender well is Bondo. See? Metal. Bondo. All the way through, and we're getting some bubbling that's popping back out. But it's a good presentable car. The car was resprayed, and the paint colors were smartly placed right here. DuPont Centauri acrylic enamel mixed by your DuPont jobber. Contents: 4967A blue. Got all of our original matting in there. This is his trunk light. But you can see spatter paint is all original there. Well, then we lose it down here. You see some rust popping back out down there. Probably a little bit. Yeah, we've got fiberglass patch here. So, like I say, it's a nice driver. He shouldn't be afraid to just drive it and enjoy it. That's what it's made for. Little dent in the bumper, but you can't beat the Impala / Bel Air iconic grills and bumpers and taillights. Of course, with the Bel Air, you just have two. Oh, we've got a little ding there too. Like I say, bumps and bruises here and there. We've got some Bondo work here. Bumps and bruises, a little bit of a scrape on the bumper. But all in all, you consider the age of this vehicle, it's in really decent shape. Forgot the key. Yeah, we've got a piece of trim up here that's got a little bit of a whoops in it. But, I mean, it's a good 10-foot car. And it's one key for everything. The ignition switches are kind of cool in these. You can set them so that as long as you're careful, you don't even need the keys to drive it. It's almost like having a key fob. Early days of key fobs. All the door cards are in real nice shape. Interior in the back is in really nice shape. Carpet is a replacement hook and loop, but a real nicely presented carpet. We can see, I mean, the door jambs, sill plates, door catches, everything is in for the age, really nice shape. Now seat belts were added. Seat belts were I don't even know if they were an option in 62. But plenty of room back here. We've got the passenger car shop manual supplement for 1962. He's looking for the rest of the manuals. All the windows and everything work as they should, including the little winglets. I love these wing windows. That's why I'm looking forward to getting the van on the road. So let me show you the interesting thing about the key switch. Okay, if we look at the key switch, we have 5 positions. Okay, we have lock, which is what it's on now, won't move anywhere. And we can come over and we've got accessory, which would be for your radio. Still has the factory AM radio in it. Not hooked up because he's got a JVC hooked up down here, so you can listen to his music, and of course the CB like I mentioned. But here's the heater controls over here on this side. As you can see, it just has neutral drive or reverse neutral drive and low. It's a Power Glide powered. Let's see if the horn works. They never work. Vent wipers, unmarked headlights right here with the dimmer and dome light switch. The dome light is currently not illuminating. Nice, heavy sun visors. Headliner's in pretty good shape. We've got a little bit of a trim here that's a little frayed. But back to the key switch. Talk about getting off topic. Back to the key switch. You have accessory, lock, off, on, start. So what does that mean? Well, it means when you're in the lock, you can take the key out. When you're in off, you can also take the key out. And as long as you don't turn it back to lock, which it will do, okay? As long as you remember to not turn it back to lock, you can start the car. But of course, I am, oh, there it stayed, so you can't overturn it. Now you can't overturn it, so I guess you had to move it past off to on in order to get it to lock into place. Then you have to turn it back to on and back off to lock. Ashtray. What else? Manual brakes, obviously. Just how can you just not love the interior with a nice big sweeping gauge that has an ambitious 120 mile an hour gauge on it. And I've got somebody pulling up, and Miss Zippo just popped out, so we'll continue this shortly. Alright, let's continue. We're going to take a look underneath. Now this does have power steering, which is a real nice option to have, but it's not the typical power steering lines going into the gearbox. Au contraire. These power steering lines go into a rack. How's that for early rack and pinion? Isn't that wild? It's crazy looking, isn't it? I thought that was pretty neat. So we went from rack and pinion-ish, kind of a rack and pinion. Not really, but like a pre-rack and pinion to a power steering gearbox that actually circulated the fluid to a real rack and pinions. Say hi! But that's going to end it out. If there's anything else you guys wanted to see about the Impala, shoot, Bel Air, please leave a comment, and I'll be sure to let you in on whatever else it is that you're looking to see. Catch you on the next one. Later. I'm out.